Live, I am live. I'm without makeup, just setting up. Almost lost a few of my fake nails. I'm ready to go. I can't see or hear anybody. I can just hear my beautiful voice. That's right, Mavis Davis coming to you from Stoke-on-Trent. That's beautiful. That's right. I'm just gonna maybe adjust the light in there. That should be right. Okay, so we've got light in there. Welcome to those that are joining me right now from my living room in Stoke-on-Trent. That's right. I didn't go for a virtual background. I went for a real life velvety curtain. That's right, because I'm Mavis Davis and that's how we roll. Right, I'm just going to sort of adjust the little stand that I've got. I'm going to reveal to you that basically I've gaffer taped my my iPhone, that's right, coming up in the world, my iPhone to my Hoover. That's right, because I don't have a tripod per se. It's a kind of tripod. It's a Hoover, and it will do because today it's all about being resourceful. That's right. So me, Mavis Davis, I'm going to be starting my makeup tutorial with you in a very short while. I'll just let a few more people come in maybe. So got a little audience going on here, which is wonderful. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Mavis Davis's masterclass. That's right, Mavis's makeup tutorial. And some of you might not recognise me right now because I look quite different, don't I? That's right, because I've not got my makeup on. I've got my glad rags on because it's Friday, but I've not got my makeup on, that's right. So I'm looking quite pale, looking a little bit like a potato with some hair on, a potato with wonderful style. And you're thinking this potato needs some makeup. So I'm going to begin, all right, because I think it's about 6 o'clock. It's about 6 o'clock, so we can start this makeup tutorial. Now, I'll sort of outline to you some of the things that we might be using. We're gonna have like maybe 20 minutes to really make ourselves look beautiful, all right? So everyone can get involved, parents, children, anyone, you know, I'm solo right now, I've got my cat here. Eddie doesn't want to get involved, that's fine, he's a cat. Makeup doesn't really suit him, but you know, that's fine. So I'm going to do it myself, but perhaps you've got a partner or you've got a child and maybe they can do it for you. You know, maybe you want to just take a break, have a little glass of baby sham or something. That's right, baby sham, aka the champagne of the Kentish region. That's right. So apologies in advance if any of my nails come off. I did put them on in haste because I've been doing my tax return today. Ooh la la, that's right, I can do that kind of thing. So, let's begin. I'm going to start by saying this isn't absolutely essential for some people, although it is essential for me. I've got a little bowl of snacks here. Some of you might like a bacon fry. Some of you might like a pork scratching. Some of you might like a ploughman's lunch, what comes in a packet. I personally, for tonight, I've gone for some Wotsits and some onion rings. And they're really brought out. That colour is so beautiful there against the black bowl. Yeah, very nice. Now, just prior to this makeup tutorial, coming to you live from Stoke-on-Trent, that's right, I did a little face mask. Now, you can get loads of different types of face masks. You can make your own. I've heard down the road, someone told me mashed potato works quite well. It really smooths those cheeks. I went for snail, quite unusual, very slimy, very good for the old complexione there. But if snail isn't really your thing, that's fine. You could maybe, yeah, as I say, make up your own kinds of little face masks, and then that'll sort of like, you know, open up those pores, and then we're really going to cement those pores back in with some makeup. That's right, because it's Friday and we are going to celebrate staying in by dressing up. All right, so I've got my glad rags on, and now I'm going to start going through some of the makeup that I'll be taking you through. We've got a little bit of eyeshadow here. That's right, so I'll be using a little bit of that, a little bit of foundation. That's right. And then I've got a little bit of, well, this is like shimmer. Some people call it highlights. Really kind of contours and sharpens those edges as if you're in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical or something, like the one they're on roller skates. I can't remember what it's called. It will come to me later. Any of you that want to maybe make a comment or something and remind me what that's called. There we go. So we've got that, the highlighter. And then, of course, I've got the old reliable lipstick. Now, some of you that are coming in here that might not recognise me, I'll remind you, I am Mavis Davis and I am doing a makeup tutorial, and you will really recognise me once I'm finished putting my makeup on, all right? Now, this is an eyebrow pencil. Now, I've been known down the club to really go for it with the eyebrow pencil. Sometimes it'll just like, I'll maybe make a monobrow because I'll feel like it. Sometimes I'll sort of make it angry. Anyway, we'll go into that later because, you know, it's up to you, all right, how you want to shape your eyebrows by drawing them on. If you've not got an eyebrow pencil, don't forget you can use any face paint for any of this. That's absolutely fine. And you can also use eyeliner as well. I wouldn't use a Sharpie. I did once do that down the club and it didn't wash off for about 48 hours. So for a very long time, I did look fantastic, but you know, that's not ideal, is it? And it's quite dangerous. So don't do that. Now, alternatives to some of these makeups here. Some of you might like a little bit of lip gloss instead of lipstick. So I've got I've got a whole tub of glacy cherries. All right, so you can use the glacy cherries as a little bit of lip gloss. Don't worry if you've not got any glacy cherries tonight. Use them another time. Next time you're down Sainsbury's, Lidl, Aldi with your face mask on, and we're all down there, we're in that home baking aisle, and you look at glacy cherries and you think, not just a sweet, delicious treat to put on cakes, also an alternative to lip gloss. Don't tell Body Shop. The next thing is we've got some crackers, and I'll tell you what that's for later. Then we've got some bread. Now, most of my bread's gone stale, so I didn't want to use that, perhaps a little bit mouldy. So instead I've gone for this rye bread that I bought for 21p down Lidl about a month ago, and for some reason it's still not gone off. So there we go. I'm going to be using a little bit of that later, and I'll show you how we'll be using that. And finally, paprika with a little bit of water. So you sort of make a little paste. Don't worry if you've not got that. Again, this is an alternative to eyeshadow or face paint. But in the future, next time you look at that little tired looking paprika that, you know, the last time you used it was in a goulash in 1996 or something like that, or, you know, instead you could use that on your face, and I'll show you that later very shortly. But don't go for any spicy spices. That's dangerous, all right? So just be really careful about that. Okay, so let's begin. This is going to work. This is going to work. Yes, that's right. Happy Friday. Okay. So I'll start by laying the foundations of my facade. Now, this has been likened to the practice of architecture. And yes, that's right, B. Buscemi, aka Blythe Taylor. These are grapes. I'm starting to see some of your comments. That's fantastic. Yes, Anna Francis, the artist, did make that pot. I was going to mention that later. Don't worry. I was going to credit you, babes. All right. Fantastic artist, Anna Francis, lives up the road from me. So we will begin with the foundation. Now, if you're using face paint, just, you know, use any kind of colour that you think will suit the complexion right now. Any colour that you want to go for, you know. Maybe you want to go for green. Maybe you want to go for red. I've gone for foundation tonight. And in architecture, right, if we were building a building, right, you would lay the foundations and then you would start building up from there. That's exactly what you do in makeup. So, you know, I didn't do BA architecture myself. I went to the University of Fun and I got a BA in LOLs, all right? Now, I didn't do architecture, as I say, but this is exactly the same as the practice of an architect. Did you know that? So any little ones out there that are laying those foundations down right now, you're practically on the way to becoming an architect. So I'll just give you a few minutes there to apply that foundation. And the point of the foundation is it's a very different colour to your hands usually. That's the standard. Some people make a point of stopping exactly there. So it's a really sharp line and it really defines your jaw, all right? If you don't want to do that and blend it into your neck, ooh, yeah, you can do that, that's fine. Sometimes I just think, no, do you know what? I'm just going to have a really defined jawline there with that foundation. That is, so that was... It's a tester. This is a tester foundation. Obviously, that was a bit of a mistake there. I'm not sure what shop I got that from. I did buy it. It's obviously a bit of a mistake. So I've obviously shared that foundation with a few other people. It's probably about 8 years old. It's lasted me a long time. I'm not going to worry about that right now. And neither should you. However, I will advise don't use gone-off foundation or testers. All right? Okay. Now, is that your foundation laid down? I'll just give you another few seconds. Really sort of apply that in. Now, I've likened it to the skills of an architect. Let's also liken it to the skills... Sorry, that's the cat. Scratching his post. Always trying to grab attention when I'm trying to be on screen to a live audience. Stealing my Noel Edmonds moment. Thank you, Eddie Noodles. All right, so you've now laid your foundation. That's fantastic. Right, so now we're going to move on, okay? Now, the next stage that I would go for... Sorry, before we begin that stage. Okay, so this is the next stage. And I'll have an onion ring. Okay. The next stage we're going to go to is the eyebrows. Because for me, hi Grace Coles, Mavis, yes, that's right, that is my name. I know some of you might not recognise me, but you surely will be about to recognise me once I put more makeup on. We're moving to the eyebrows. Now, I have an eyebrow pencil. As I said, we can really define how we're feeling that day by drawing on our eyebrows, all right? Now, if you wake up and you're feeling angry because, you know, you're sort of working from home, you're being homeschooled and it's exhausting, or whatever the situation is, you know, you wake up angry, then maybe you want to draw them like that. And you really want to accentuate the anger so that anyone on a Zoom call can see you mean business that day. Now, if you're feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, a little bit delicate because of maybe, you know, I don't know what's gone on the night before, you've sort of had an argument with someone, or you've not slept very well, or whatever that might be, had a nightmare and it didn't quite sit right with you, you feel sorry for yourself, you want to draw your eyebrows like that. You feel sorry for yourself, all right? That's fine. Now, I'm just going to do quite like sort of thin... No, this is unusual, isn't it? Because I'm not using a mirror. You are my mirror right now. Now, as I say, I've been known to go very long on the eyebrows. I like a long eyebrow. I always have done. Now, that is almost meeting my hairline. Some people might find that ridiculous. Some people might find it extreme. Go with it, all right? You could even curl it up at the end or something like that. That's quite Renaissance-y, you know. They definitely did that in the Renaissance times, drawing their eyebrows, probably by, you know, getting a sort of a medieval, was it medieval times? Sorry, yeah, whatever. But, you know, a medieval Sharpie or the equivalent. And they would sort of, that's it, drawing very long, get them in really long. Okay, so that's it. You really want to draw attention to those eyebrows. All right, everyone famous, you know, from the medieval times to today, took care of their eyebrows, apart from Mona Lisa. And that's the only thing that I think that painting is missing, eyebrows. Next time you look at the Mona Lisa, you'll notice she's not got eyebrows. I don't know why. I mean, he took years to paint that painting and he forgot to do the eyebrows. Imagine the amount of money he could have got if he'd done the eyebrows. A lot more people would like it. you know. So, you know, I'd say that next time I go to the Louvre in Paris, I'll say, do you know what? I want my money back because Mona is missing eyebrows. I want some discount on this ticket for the Louvre because Mona needs some eyebrows. All right, that's enough about Miss Lisa, the Mona Lisa, and more about you. Now, hopefully you've done those eyebrows, and that's fantastic. So now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. We'll do the eyeshadow before any kind of... I'm going to be adding mascara. Not all of you might want to add mascara. That's absolutely fine. So we've got the eyeshadow, okay? So we get multicoloured eyeshadow, all right? Okay, and I'm going to do a rainbow effect because I love rainbows. I love all the colours of the rainbow, and I'm just going to get this little sort of like spongy thing, pen thing, or whatever they're called, applicator, and I'm going to apply those different colours. So I get the applicator, I get a little bit of eyeshadow, I put that onto there, and I draw all the way up sometimes to the eyebrow. That's it. Make the most of that canvas there. You know, you don't want to just use a little bit of the canvas. Use the whole canvas. That's right. Just get in there. So I'll start with the yellow as a little bit of a base because it's a very light colour and it's very bright, and it's already accentuating my eye colour as well. Look at that lovely bluey green eyeball that I've got. Yeah, it's really accentuating that. So you want to get that eyeshadow in. And that's it. Oh, I'm getting really excited, everybody, because it's feeling like, you know, it's Friday. Got music playing on in the background. You're out there having fun. I'm in here having fun. You know, we're getting ready for a lovely big night in. Yes, lovely. It's exciting, and I hope you've got some music pumping, or you will do later. Okay, so there's my yellow. Then I'm going to move on to a different colour. What colour shall I go for? Do you want to write a little comment in there? What colour shall I go for next? I've got orange, green, blue, purple. I'm not going to do black tonight. It's quite, you know, it's that. I'm not really feeling that tonight. I'm feeling rainbow vibes. And black is all those lovely colours mixed together. Not tonight. Oh, actually, go on. I'll use a little bit of that to sort of, yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. Drama. Purple. Lindsay Watson says purple, and Felicity Crawshaw says purple. So we'll go with the purple. That's lovely. And then some orange, green, and more orange. So purple. Purple. That's it. This is live, coming to you live. So much better than Noel Edmonds' house party. This is Mavis Davis's house party. You know, maybe one day I'll do some DJing or something. So I've done the purple, and then I'm going to move on to the orange. So you can see all the different colours now. All those different colours. That's it. Welcome, Magic Khan. Our local councillor's joining us. Councillor Khan, are you going to be adding some makeup on? I hope so. I think it would really suit you, babes. That would be fantastic. So we've got the eyeshadow. Now you know, Councillor Khan, the secrets of how I get to look as fantastic as I do. So we've got the orange, and then we've got, let's go for the green. Someone was suggesting green. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that like sort of above there, and that lifts the eye. Can you see that? Fantastic. All right. There we go. So green. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow done there, right? I hope you're enjoying that. So you want to keep adding that eyeshadow. You've got all the multicolours of the rainbow. Right, eyeshadow done. Next stage, we are moving on to the mascara, all right? So some of you just carry on with that eyeshadow if you want. You can also like really bring the eyeshadow all around to truly accent the colour of your eyes and make your eyeballs look large, or, you know, make them look sort of more defined, however you want to do it. Here is the mascara. The thing that I love about mascara is the faces people pull when they're putting it on. That's right. Because you've got to. Because you've got to, it's like pulling your skin down in order to get to those beautiful long lashes. That's right. And you blink loads. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way of going about this. I never got the makeup handbook. And that's partly why I'm teaching this tutorial. I know there's no right or wrong way of doing it. There never is. There's never a right or wrong way of doing it. You just go for it, all right? Like with loads of things in life, makeup is such a fantastic metaphor for the different ways that we go about things. So whether it's architecture or creating a sort of cake or approaching scary things and taking risks, makeup sort of really puts us out there. Really, the way that we approach it really is like that. So that's the mascara. Now, the next thing I'm going to move on to is I'm just going to move on to the blusher, all right? So the crackers, what I mentioned earlier, if you just take a cracker, right, because I know that some of us aren't really going out at the moment. Now, if you put the blusher in sort of one direction, really sharp, it really defines your jaw, you know, so you've got a really sharp cheek, and that means you mean business. Some people go round, which is lovely, it's quite friendly, but I like the sharp. So I'm going to use the cracker as almost like masking tape, or the way that I'm going to sort of define this line. Then I'm going to get the brush, and then I'm going to get, well, actually, do you know what? I've forgotten my blusher, so I'm going to have to use the paprika paste. So I mixed some paprika with water. Again, don't worry if you've not got this, and actually you do have blusher, or, you know, you've got some paint. And we're going to use this to, there we go, define that cheek, okay? Now I'm just going to sort of move that in a little bit with my finger. Beautiful. Right, I'm quite happy with that. Fantastic. Now I'm going to do it to the other side. There we go, it's really defining that. There we go. It's a little bit gritty because I've not properly mixed in the paste, but you'll have to forgive me. Now this is being resourceful on live telly. That's right. Welcome, Steve-O Monkey Charlesworth. Next week we'll do the goth makeup for you. All right, babes, you and Boo. Now, so we've got this. Okay, so that's the paprika mixed in a little bit. Now, this is where the bread comes in handy, because if you've not got a sponge, you might want to sort of smooth the blusher in with a little bit of bread. Turmeric. Yes, that's a really interesting question there, Lindsay Watson, who's in Scottishire. Now, turmeric could work really bright. Now, that's, you know, that's like you're staying in, but you're sort of like clubbing. So that's turmeric. Just make sure it's really, make sure it's not close to the eyes. All right, top tip, fantastic. So thank you, Lindsay Watson. There we go, life hacks. Now, as I said, the glacy cherries. Glacy, what rhymes with Tracy. Okay, I'm going to get that out. Now, you can get a glacy cherry and you can use that as lip gloss. Beetroot, Christina Kernahan is suggesting we could use beetroot for the blusher. That's wonderful because it works as a beautiful dye. So we're really thinking about food stuff, not just for our belly, although glacy cherry is wonderful in my belly, but also as makeup. So there we go. That's a bit of a lip gloss. Works really well. Don't want to put Body Shop out of business though. I know that's where I used to get my lip gloss from. But me personally, I need lipstick. Mavis Davis is all about red lipstick. Did you know, like during a time like a recession, or you know, sort of like maybe a time like this during a lockdown, the sales of lipstick go up tenfold. Pizza sauce, Steve. Yeah, that is exactly right. Pizza sauce we've used down the club. Tracy, who introduced me to the glacy cherries, she ran out of blusher. It was the night after we had pizza in the canteen. pizza sauce was left around, we used that as a little blush. So there we go. So, right, this is a red lipstick pencil. So I'm just gonna sort of like hit that around. So what you got is like, you're sort of defining the edges of your lips, sort of. It's not working very well, is it? But that's the kind of outline. So if you've got face paint, you could do that big outline, like a sort of Panto Dame style, or Edna Everage, Dame Judi Dench. Any of those kinds of women probably use face paint. But, and then we're going to move on to lipstick. So you've done your outline, and now you're colouring in. Lipstick time. Now, as I say, this is my favourite makeup. Because, you know, I wear it every day. And when I'm on Zoom, everyone can see I'm in business. That's what red lipstick says. Take me seriously. I look fantastic and I'm very professional and you're going to have a great time in my club. That's what it says. You know, whatever kind of line of business you're in or not in, or, you know, whatever you do, out there, lipstick is the way that we really, truly define ourselves. That is one of the last bits. Finally, just a little bit. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do that. Finally, a little bit of shine to just really define your beautiful noses out there. That's it. And then I've got a little bit up here. Oh, it really lifts it. That's it, Ro. We are in Mavis Davis Club right now. Welcome to my club. You really need very little for a club. It involves looking great, like me. It involves snacks, like this. And I hope you've all got at home right now. It involves a little bit of baby sham. Anyone that's French out there or, you know, aware of champagne, what comes from the Champagne regione, actually, I've got here baby sham, which comes from the baby sham region. And, you know, no one can make baby sham outside of the baby sham region. What I think is somewhere near Kent. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And now I'm just going to put my glasses on. And then finally, because it's Friday, I've got these little things. Right, let me try and lift that. No, I don't want to, like, break anything. But there we go. Oh, look, you can see the ends of my curtain. Oh, look, the behind the scenes. There we go. So I'm not just like, you know, the whole background isn't just curtain. It is put up with nails temporarily in my living room. But that's it. There, we've got it. So we've got the scampi fries on the head. You can make these at home if you wish. Headband was just from B&M. Scampi fries also from B&M. And then just a little bit of masking tape at the back. Really, you need very little to look fantastic. And I suggest everyone out there, we raise a toast to Friday. Welcome and thank you for coming to Mavis Davis's Masterclass Makeup Club. Next week, we'll have another little social. And this has been part of PIPTV Connect. That's right. I'm connecting with you right now. It's been fantastic. You've been a wonderful audience. I hope you look as fantastic as me. Lastly, any of you that have been doing this makeup tutorial along with me, do share some pictures of your makeup and how you're looking. We'd love to see. Just tag the Portland In Project on Instagram or just upload them here on the Facebook, all right? And that would be great to see. But for now, I'm going to go. I'm going to turn up Spotify. I'm going to forget the fact that I've got to do my tax return. And I'm going to enjoy myself because I look fantastic and so do you. Loads of love from me, Mavis Davis, to you, the audience of PIPTV from Stoke-on-Trent. I'm really extending this. Bye.